Hello and welcome to another vlog. Again, really can't remember what number out of my head, but I have one this week because I'm going next week to Penzance. Remember that from last week? No, you probably didn't. It's been a week. Even I forgot to do. My camera's completely out of focus again, and even I forgot to do a vlog this morning. Let me close my window. Yeah, there we go. Window closed. Um, yeah, so I forgot to do a vlog this morning because reasons. Um, so this is in the afternoon before I'm going to join a friend on something else. Very, very quickly. 10 minutes still because it's a challenge. Anyway, how's life? My life is going good actually. For those who don't know, the Olympics has started. It started Friday. This is Sunday that I'm recording this, and it's going up on Sunday as well. So today, um, so 2 days ago, Friday, the Olympics started with the opening ceremony. Nice. I still preferred London. It wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't really a good one. It wasn't. It was literally half an hour. I would have preferred it to be at least an hour. Just showing off several different things. I mean, they did do a lot of different things, but they were very short different things, and it wasn't too into it. You know, it was good. Not gonna lie, it's good and it's well worth a watch. Just it wasn't the best that I think they could have done. Of course, I come to this with also the saying that I cannot do any better. There is no way that I could even think of that. So that's why it's really good. Still, it is as much as I think they could have done better because, in my opinion, I didn't particularly enjoy it as much as London did, and I know what London did to make me enjoy it. But I couldn't really do anything better, and it was still really good. In terms of, there's a fly going around my room. It's still really good. Since then, I've been pretty much, well, yesterday at least, not really since then because I didn't do it today. Been pretty much watching the fencing because that's my sport. That's what I do. And I watched the women's épée yesterday. That face is not because it was terrible. That face is because we didn't get anywhere. We didn't even get into the Olympics actually. But I've seen the women hopefuls for fencing. I've beaten the women hopeful for fencing, and I'm not even half as good as the men's. I'm gonna really go out here. Okay, I have not beaten all the women hopefuls, and this was for Rio a few years ago. So it's a possibility that it could have changed since then, and stuff wouldn't make sense. But I have beaten some of the best women fencers in the. I was about to say the world. Best women fencers in the UK. I don't really think that women épée is really big, really good in the UK. That was the fly that just went straight across over here. That is going around my room, and I really want to get rid of it, but nah. The other thing that was on today was the men's foil. Now I missed this because I overslept because I woke up at 2 p.m. And I can't remember where I was going. Oh yeah, we had someone from the UK in that. He got to the quarter-finals before being defeated. I didn't watch that at all because I'm not. I am a foilist, but I'm not really a foilist. I'm an FPS by heart, but I can do foil, épée, and saber, all three at competition grade. I may not do very well in foil and saber, but I can at least do it, and I know the rules well enough to do at competition grade. But I could go really far with épée. In the UK, I am known to be one of the fastest épées in the UK. When I go against people, they say that my brain has the ability to just see things before they've even decided to do it, and act upon that before they've even started their attack. That is how fast my brain is. My reaction speed has been clocked at 0.1 seconds, which was during a science fair at my old school whilst we were just displaying the science room in sixth form. This was after I'd started fencing. And they had this like light, and with a wire that turns on the light, like a switch that turns on the light, and the person had it behind their back like this, like that. You can't see any of my muscles moving. They had like that, and the idea was to turn on the person with the hands behind the back turns on the light, and you have to take your hands from the side of this particular thing and hit the button, which so sides like I'm gonna go with the S, for, like sides like this, hit the middle like that as soon as the light turns on. Okay, I got 0.1 seconds for that. The fastest they had ever seen in the school was 0.33. I can't remember what other decimal place, but I know there was a 0.1, so it's somewhere between 0.10 and 0.19. But I smashed the school record. That is physically how fast my reactions are. So I'm known. That is who I'm known to be. And when I go into competitions and stuff, people genuinely go, "I do not want to fence you. I hope that I do not fence you," because I can thrash half the GB team. The only reason why I never picked for it is because I never went to all the competitions and stuff, because I can't. I'm far good enough to be part of the GB. I could beat most of them. At one point I beat the 11th best person in the UK, 15-10 I think it was, in a direct elimination competition. And I've never been picked because I don't have the points. But it works on a point system that whenever you go to a competition, you get and you get to a certain place, you get a certain amount of points, and you go up the rankings. Maximum I've ever been is 108th out of 999 people in the UK that do it. It's not 999, but I've never really looked at it well enough to see how many people. There's over 700. I know that. But I can't remember where it is, and I can't be able to go on my computer and find it because I've got it on here. But currently, I have dropped, because I've been to university and haven't been to a load of competitions. The points are only valid for a certain period of time. So after that period of time, they're no longer valid, and your score drops down. I am now 308th, and I've been to 2 competitions this year. So that is still massive. Bearing in mind, these are all the people that have got at least 1 point, and you get 1 point by being at least half the amount of people in a competition. So if in the top 62, whichever's less. So if there's 108 people, there would be the top 54 would get ranking points and would then be put on the list. If you do not get ranking, if you've never had ranking points, if you've been outside the ranking point intervals, you will not be on that list. So there is much more than 700 odd people actually fencing in the UK, seriously. And I've been to 2, and I was 308th last time I saw. That is how big I am. But still, I just want to let people know that, because this is the only time that I want to talk about it. I'm not going to brag on about it, but I'm not that kind of person that really brags on about stuff like that. I just wanted to talk about it once to let people know, and never going to talk about it again. You've seen it, you've heard it, that's fine. I'm going to go play Minecraft with a friend now, who's probably going to stream it whilst this is being uploaded. So if you see this as it's uploaded, if you go onto my Twitter, I'll be probably talking about it, and I'll probably be on a stream. If you do not, you probably missed it. You'll see it on Twitch anyway. So have a good day. Not going to be one next week. I am out of here. and the next 4 weeks as well. See ya. Goodbye.